Alrighty then. So, Dustin Nunn is opening his fucking cake socket again. So, I find myself here. Let's do it.
Just wanted to pop on here and say, I quit responding to my haters, and I quit responding
In this response video.
to the idiots who I call out. What's the point in responding to them anyway? They're going to make fun of me, they're going to twist my words around, they're going to say nasty things about me and my mom and dad.
People have been saying this shit for fucking years, that every time you respond, you make the problem fucking worse, but you still feel a need to respond. And you're still responding, which is why I made this video. Oh, also, I never thought I'd be able to bring this up publicly. This is a comment that Mitch put on my Dustin video on my main channel, which I thought was pretty funny because, I mean, yeah. Get a life, loser, and don't say, well, I have a job. That doesn't make me a loser. Yeah, you're a loser with a job. Well, Dustin... Sorry, well, Mitch... Given that you and Dustin are probably going to be wed soon, you might want to get a job so that you can support your loving husband. Just don't get a job that involves debate, because you're not very good at that. Anyway, let's go back to this pillock. The thing is, Dustin keeps bringing up all the shit that people say about him, and he responds to every video that's made about him, but not really. He just whines about it. And here's the thing, right? Look at his channel. Admittedly, yeah, every other one is like a video game one or news or an opinion piece. But like, most of the videos for a while have just been him getting upset with people and proving that he's got a high school diploma, which, honestly, the only people who are saying that are just people who are making fun of him. Like, nobody actually believes he bought his fucking high school diploma from Walmart. It's a joke, but the idiot keeps fucking trying to prove that this joke is a lie. It's obviously a lie. It's a fucking joke.
That are not true. What's the point responding to them? Remember I said in the past that I take back what I said about responding?
Yeah, you're full of shit. We know this.
To my haters on here.
Haters.
Well, I take it back again. I will not respond to a certain Riley, a certain Skyfire, or any other.
Why do you keep bringing up Damien when he deliberately has not made anything on you for ages? He even made a video saying he's not going to talk about you anymore. So why do you keep bringing Damien up? Damien's not done anything wrong. The only thing that Damien has actually said or done is towards your husband-to-be Mitch. And even that, what he said, was pretty fucking tame. He didn't say much about you.
Asshole YouTuber on his channel as long as I live.
Except you will, because you make a video in a day or two's time basically bitching about your haters, in quotations again. Haters. You're all fucking mentally 13-year-old girls, you know that?
I have corrected people many times about me and my family.
Right, Dustin, bit of life advice, right? If you have to correct someone more than once, you're either dealing with a troll or an idiot. Either way, once is all you have to correct someone. If someone is so either stupid or hell-bent on pissing you off that they will not take a lesson from your correction, then they're a troll or an idiot, or you're a liar. One of them.
I have corrected people many times about my high school diploma. Nobody listens. So what's the frickin' point in trying to prove...
But you're still insisting on it.
Fuck.
You ever heard that old proverb from that ancient Chinese proverb from like 3,000 years ago? Arguing on the internet is like competing in the Special Olympics. Win or lose, you are still a retard. And that age-old wisdom still applies today. It applies more so because the internet exists and so does the Special Olympics.
I choose to ignore.
No, you don't, because you make fucking videos all the time about every little comment and every little video that's made on you. And I wouldn't mind, half the people you call haters, like, Dawn's video is very compassionate. I watched it. I envy her reasoning ability. I envy her compassionate stance. But unfortunately, you don't address that one. And if you do, if you've even seen it, I'm sure you'll come away and be like, she's a hater, she doesn't like me, she said one mean thing about me, she said all these nice things about me, but I'm only going to focus on the negative because I'm a fucking asshole. And even people like Gage and Damien, as harsh as they can be, as fucking serrated their words can be, at the heart of what they do, they give you the means to improve yourself and your content. Same with me. If you'd actually listen to what I said, not the mean words, but the actual fucking things that I said and did in my videos, you honestly would be heading towards a better future. But instead you constantly just ignore every critic you've ever had, so you can focus on just making the same fucking mistakes over and over again. To the point where they're not mistakes anymore, they're deliberate.
Those who make stupid videos about me.
They're stupid videos because they dare criticize me.
From now on, I'm focusing on my channel only.
I'd say good, but you don't. You've made a few videos in the time that I've actually been paying attention to your channel, which are not complaining about other people. And the only one that's actually been of interest to me was that WWE 2K22 review, because that game I'm currently playing. And I disagreed heavily with it, but it wasn't as shit as your other videos. Like, I felt like a lot of the things you said about it being more broken than 2K20, unless that's a console thing, because I'm playing it on PC, and a pretty high-end PC. Yes, I've had a lot of crashing issues and a few bugs, but 2K20 was so bad, I played it for an afternoon and then never touched it again. 2K22, I've actually bothered to play it for days. I think I've been playing it for 2 weeks, and I've spent a lot of time making content in that game and enjoying it. I made a fully functional Wannabeard based fucking show for it, which I wouldn't have done in 2K20 because it was too broken. So no, I think you were wrong, but admittedly, that was your opinion. It might not be wrong. It might be the case on the PS4 or the Xbox One, the game is broken, but as far as I'm aware on the PC, it's way better than 2K20.
I want nothing to do with Samantha Riley.
Sorry, but I got off track. The point is, though, the point is, you've done nothing but bitch about these fucking people. That's the point I was originally going to make. The only topic of conversation that you've said which interests me in any way is one about a video game that we both play. But apart from that, all you've done is complain about a bunch of people. Over and over again, saying the same things.
I want nothing to do with what's his name, Damien Skyfire and his asshole friends.
Damien wants nothing to do with you, and his asshole friends also really don't want to address you anymore. Gage actually stopped talking about you for a while, and then you started doing stupid things, which brought his attentions back. You're an idiot.
I want nothing to do with Prince II.
Then block them and move on. You block me on 2 accounts, which I wouldn't mind, but I've never actually been hostile towards you. I've criticised you, and I've said 1 or 2 slightly mean things in response to you basically saying that a load of people who I like, respect, and some of which I even love shouldn't have rights, which I think is fair game. I've said some slightly mean things about you, and I use you as a case study for something that you blatantly do, and you block me on 2 accounts. One of which was me literally just asking why you had a problem with me when all I'd done is made a video where you were mentioned very briefly in it.
Or any other douchebag YouTuber.
Oh, goodbye, Mitch. He's never going to mention you again.
So anyways...
Dustin, could you at least fucking have an idea what you're going to say and do before you make your video? Because these long fucking breaks are tiresome.
Make stupid videos about me all you want.
Well, thank goodness you gave me permission, jerk.
I'm not leaving this platform.
Nobody wants you to leave this platform. The people trolling you do not want you to leave the platform because they like laughing at you. And the people who aren't trolling you and are actually just criticising you don't want you to leave the platform because they couldn't give a fuck. And even if they could give a fuck, honestly, they'd be torn between not having anybody to make content about or just them not giving a fuck if you leave or stay. Also, as well, Dustin, if you're thinking of going to BitChute or Odyssey, bear in mind that on BitChute and Odyssey, people can be meaner to you than they can on here. On Odyssey and BitChute, there are basically no laws as far as anything goes. I could say anything about you. If you don't like what people are saying on YouTube, a site where you can write an entire essay and have it completely deleted because of one word that the site doesn't like, how are you going to survive on a site where hate speech is honestly perfectly valid on that site? You can say or do anything. You can upload porn. You can upload anything. If you think that people saying that you and your parents are having an incestuous relationship, which is something I don't condone, I think is shitty to say, but if you think that is bad, on BitChute, people will be able to make porn and then Photoshop your faces onto the porn actresses and make that a thing that you have to live with as well. I mean, your parents' image do exist on the internet. Their heads could be cut out. Your head could be cut out. It wouldn't be that hard to do. Now on YouTube, that shit get taken down. On BitChute, no, that will be fine. And the site's owners would defend their right to do that. That's the double-edged sword.
Twist my words around all you want.
Nobody twists your words. When you say these people do not deserve rights, and people criticise that, that's because you said that these people do not deserve rights. And I'm pretty sure that if someone said autistics don't deserve rights, you would throw a fucking bitch fit. So you can't complain.
I don't give a shit anymore.
You give so little of a shit you made 2 videos in 48 hours, okay.
I am done responding.
No, you're not. Shut up.
To my haters. I am done.
Haters.
I am done. From now on, if I want to call out somebody, it's going to be my loyal subscribers.
You know you're aching for content when you are only talking about the people who watch your non-existent content in one fashion or another. Here's an idea, Dustin. Make some content. And I don't mean sit in your chair filming without any fucking editing and just go, here's 5 facts why WWE 2K22 is gay. No. Make a fucking video where you actually use your talents to entertain people. Do it. Why don't you use this as an opportunity to be like, I could actually improve. I could actually be something. But no, you're not going to. You're just going to sit here and complain about your haters like you have done every day for the past 10 years.
My loyal subscribers.
Loyal subscribers. I found 1 or 2 consistent commenters in your 520. You have less of a community than I do.
Like my PS3 buddy James, for example. I have
PS3 buddy? Like, the PS3 is almost 15, in fact it is 15 years old pretty much. I mean, it's the same year that it would be 15 years old. Are you telling me you don't have a PS4 and Xbox One, or he doesn't? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You might just have actually chosen not to. It's just weird to me that somebody wouldn't have one by now.
no problems with him.
Well, of course not, because he has no problems with you. You don't have a problem with your friends. That's like me saying, well, I don't have a problem with Lars, so, you know. Of course not. I've known him since primary. He can't turn on me, I'm all he has. I've spent years manipulating his life and sabotaging opportunities so he can't ever outgrow me. I've got him in the back. You, on the other hand, yeah, you've got one friend in the world who isn't going to outgrow you. Two, actually. I know that Mitch is technically your husband, but you know.
So anyways, I just give up. I quit responding to assholes on the internet.
You should never start. Unless it's funny. I do it because it's funny. But if I feel like it's getting too much, I just stop doing it. If I feel like I've said the same thing too many times, I just stop doing it. There's no TOS obligation that says you have to respond to every fucking thing. And you can ignore it. If you type in Gage the Loudmouth's name, there are so many videos about Gage which are slanderous. It's not even funny. He doesn't bitch about every single one of them.
It's not worth it.
Okay. It's so not worth it, you're making a hashtag social media movement about it. See ya.
This is my final video where I'm going to say to my haters.
No, it's not.
And my so-called subscribers.
So-called subscribers. Okay, Donald Trump.
Those 3 words. Go fuck yourselves.
Admittedly, violently masturbating would be more fun than watching your content, I'm not gonna lie. I need a piss. And I'm back. So, after, oh wow, it was like 24 hours, if not less, Dustin has come back with a new social media movement, hashtag I support Dustin Nunn. This'll be fun.
Hey everyone, Dustin here.
Who else?
I want everyone to support the hashtag I support Dustin Nunn. And here's why, because...
Please enlighten me as to why I should fucking support someone who isn't even fighting a battle anymore, who said that they gave up on the battle.
I enjoy people who...
I enjoy people. Okay, cannibal.
enjoy my videos.
So you enjoy literally no one? Wow, you really are an Ebenezer Scrooge.
And I want people to keep me on YouTube, and I want to stay on YouTube, and...
Your channel is not in danger. I mean, it probably should be, given the amount of hate speech you've said. And, you know, they've got a TOS thing against hate speech, but In all honesty, your channel is not in danger of going anywhere unless you decide to close it because you've thrown a tantrum. Because somebody fucking disagreed with you.
I don't want to leave this social media platform. I don't want to go anywhere else. I don't want to upload my videos anywhere else. YouTube is more popular than any other video uploading social media site.
It's also safer for fucking snowflakes like you who can't handle the idea of being criticised.
Well, I also want people to support me because I am sick and tired of putting up with...
Why are you putting up with it? I thought you were ignoring it. Also, you're not putting up with that much. Some guy keeps putting things out because you keep reacting to it. If you don't react to it for like a week, he'll get bored and do something else with his life. And even if he spends the next 10 years making fun of you, who gives a shit? Because that says more about him than it does you.
People who say nasty things about me and my mom and dad.
Right, that is shitty. Not gonna lie, that is shitty. However, not defending them at all. Like, fuck them. They shouldn't be doing that shit. But, Dustin, they're doing it because when they do it, you make videos like this. If you stop making the videos and pretend it's not happening just for a little while, it'll stop. And I guarantee that in 2 years' time, that channel will either be just completely abandoned, or they'll have closed it, or it will have violated TOS, so they'll have, YouTube will have disabled it. In fact, it might end up getting disabled because of harassment and bullying. But the fact of the matter is, Dustin, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to respond to every fucking thing they say, because that is just going to perpetuate it. But will you listen? No, because I'm a hater. I hate you so much that I'm telling you how to avoid your problem.
I'm getting tired of people saying that my mom and dad are brother and sister, and my mom and dad should have aborted me. And
well, if you don't like their channel, Dustin, stay off of it. That's what you say when people complain that you say they shouldn't have rights. If you don't like those people's opinions, and you don't like their content, just don't watch it, Dustin. It's fine. Or does that only apply when it's people complaining about you and not the other way around? This is why I have no respect for people like Dustin, Mitch, Ronnie, Cranium, Lance, all these fuckers, right? They have this double standard. That they can do whatever they want in their space, but when you do whatever you want in theirs, usually because they did something first, they throw the biggest fucking bitch fit imaginable. And it's pathetic.
yada yada yada. It's sickening, it's disgusting, it's an evil thing to say.
So is insisting that everybody who thinks differently to you should be treated less than human. But you still say it, and you are legitimately surprised that people criticise you for it.
My mom and dad are not related to each other by blood, okay?
Nobody fucking actually thinks they are. Nobody serious actually is fucking insisting that they are. There's one fucking troll who's taking the piss out of you. Because you're a stupid bellend who flips out over it every fucking time. And I get it, people don't like it when people make fun of one's parents. It's not fucking nice. But that is unfortunately, what do you call it? It's a case of hazard when you're on the internet, right?
They got married to each other.
Occupational hazard. Had tip of the tongue thing there and I couldn't think of what the word was, but it's occupational hazard for the internet, Dustin. People are going to say things, do things that you're not going to like, and a lot of it's going to be mean. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. Or you could just do something a bit more innocent with your life, like just review comic books. Nobody fucking makes fun of the parents of people who make comic book reviews. They do when you insist that those people don't deserve rights. You see the difference, right?
Each other in the past, they had me. That's it. For my
Thanks for the origin story, bro.
sick-minded haters' information.
Thanks.
Um,
I've got that image in my head now because I know what your
So-
parents look like. Thank you so much, Dustin.
anyways, and I also want my viewers to please figure out the identities of the faceless YouTubers who done stupid videos about me in the past.
Okay, two things. One, you barely have viewers. Two, the few viewers that you have do not care about this as much as you do, right? And three, if you don't know, why would they know? Why would they be able to figure out what you can't?
I want you to reveal their identities. I want you to reveal Samantha Riley's identity for me.
What are you going to do with it, Dustin? If you find out who these people are, all you're going to do is make a video about it screaming, and then they'll make another account, and they'll just harass you with that, and then you'll cry about it some more.
Because I did make a video where I said I thought that Prince and Samantha were Prince the YouTuber and Samantha were the same.
You see, you've got Killer Creed syndrome now, because Killer Creed is going through the exact same thing, where he thinks loads of people are me on an alt for some reason. He thinks that Darkstar, who has an internet history that predates a lot of me encountering Creed for the first time, Darkstar actually appears in the Scooby 331 saga, and he thinks, by Adonis Paul, and he thinks that guy is me. Dude, if I was the kind of guy that could make a guy like Scooby 331 piss his pants and run away in fear, I wouldn't be going after people like Creed, let's just say that. Not with socks and alts and all kinds of gay ops. I just... idiot.
YouTuber, but I could be wrong. I'm not
Could is not the word I'd use.
not always right.
Yeah, that's an understate.
If there's anyone on here who supports me,
That's a pretty operative thing, isn't it? Is there anyone out there that supports you? That's the thing, you say Mitch and Ronnie and Cranium support you, but they don't really, because they're nowhere to be found during this time.
if there's anyone who supports me on here who has a voice decipherer,
A voice decipherer. A, does that kind of technology exist? And B, if it does exist, can any random dipshit on the internet just randomly have one? I would have thought that was like CIA level technology that like probably costs a lot of money. And also, I wouldn't be surprised if these people were using text-to-speech or something.
please decipher Samantha Riley's voice.
Please use CIA-grade equipment to find out who's saying that my parents are inbred on the internet. Please. I need you to pull the ultimate in fucking shady gay apps to find out who the fuck is making stupid comments about me on the internet. It's of vital importance. If the CIA are watching this, stop trying to arrest members of ISIS who are living in the US right now, trying to rebuild the organization, and focus on my stupid problem that I keep perpetuating myself.
I want you to figure out who it is behind that mysterious voice, and please get her off of YouTube. Not just her, but any other asshole YouTuber, including Damien Skyfire and his buddies, who've done stupid videos about me in the past.
Now, this is something that I find kind of interesting. He says, get them off YouTube, and then he starts talking about Damien, and he's like, not just her, but Damien. Are you actually saying that you want to start a false flagging campaign against Damien Skyfire and several other people? I'm only asking. I'm not saying you are, but you might have just butchered what you're trying to say. But Dustin, mate, don't go down that path. Because A, that video right there, which I now have, can be used to terminate you. YouTube will terminate you for false flagging. It's not a matter of could they, it's a matter of they probably will. You'll piss everybody off and things will get a lot worse, because if you think people are being mean to you now, imagine how fucking mean they'll be if you give them a reason to be.
You've all said some stupid things about me that are not true.
So? Like, legitimately, so what? Cranium says stupid shit about me that's not true. Ronnie Vane says stupid shit about me that's not true. Andy Velasco says shit about me that's not true. I've had a lot of people... Killer Creed fucking keeps accusing me of being several people who I'm not. I don't fucking care.
I know.
Several people in Creed server have been banned because he thinks they're me because he's a paranoid, crazy schizophrenic.
No, I did a video called My True Final Response Video.
Which was a lot of bullshit.
It's my haters. And it's true, I really am.
No, you're not, because you made this stupid Adrastia style social fucking media movement to basically keep stirring the pot.
Really am going to stop responding to my haters, because the more I keep responding to my haters, the more they're going to keep making stupid videos about me.
You know this, but you keep doing it.
And haters are just not worth responding to, because
they tell me what I don't want to hear, and that makes them evil.
the more you keep correcting haters on the internet, the more they won't listen.
A bit like you, really.
But, anyways, getting back on point here.
You had a point?
If there's any more videos, you know, from YouTubers, you know, saying trashy things about me and my family, please report them.
So if anybody dares to say a single thing about you, even utters your fucking name, hit the report button, is what you're saying. Because bearing in mind, you said that I am hating on you, you said that Damien and Gage, you used us in the same vein that you used this Samantha person, who, from the way you describe it, is saying some shitty things about you. Which, for all I know, they might not be. But the thing is, you are literally throwing anyone who has ever had a slightly dissenting opinion about you, from this Samantha person, to Damien, to Gage, to me, to Dawn, under the same bus. And that's when we're going into territory that I really don't like, Dustin. You're going from someone who I really just want to move on with their life and just be happy, to someone I am more than willing to fuck up. Believe me, I was here with Lance at one point. When I first encountered Lance, I wanted him to move on with his life and actually get somewhere and be happy. About a couple of days ago, I uploaded some TikToks and clappers that will make it impossible for him to ever be on those sites without being known as that guy. And I will do that on any website he appears on. And I'll do the same to you. If you think YouTube's inhospitable, if you start a false flagging campaign, I can, and I will, make this platform like a desert to you.
And also, please report the fake Dustin Nunn accounts who pretend to be me. The real
Fair enough.
me that you see before you here on here has 520 subscribers and counting.
You've been on this platform for 10 fucking years, and you've only just hit 520 subs. Hold on, when was this first ever fucking... 13 years ago, so that's like 2011, is it? Hold on, when was his first upload? Right, 7th January 2009. Dustin, let me tell you something. When I first started on YouTube, right? What's your highest view count? Most popular. 2.3k, okay. Dustin, when I first started on YouTube in 2009, October 2009, on that account, I had more subs than you do now in 2013 when I abandoned the account. And I have continued to grow those subs. Admittedly very slowly because I haven't uploaded any content in nearly 10 years because I took a 2-year break off the platform and then started again with the new account because my old account just had so much baggage on it. And it wasn't like you, it's just that I started the account when I was 14 and I had 1 or 2 people who I'd attracted over the years who I just honestly don't want anything further to do with. Oops. So I made a new account. Also, I just wanted to start again because I didn't want my new channel, where I was actually putting loads of effort in, to be on the same things as the content that I made when I was 14, and made the content that was like, you know, back when I had a laptop, used MS Paint, made things on like really old games, made 1 video a day, kind of like Mitch does, except I was 14 and somehow made better videos than Mitch. But the thing is, like, I didn't want my Curiosity's Sake series to be alongside that shit, but I equally didn't want to delete that old shit because the old shit was nostalgic and I actually wanted to preserve it because it was a part of my life. I'm not ashamed of it, but I want to distance myself from it because it's a old part of my life that I just, you know, I'm not really, that's not me anymore. And honestly, sometimes I consider just reusing that account for something because quite honestly it is growing in subs. It's bigger than you. One of its videos has over 100k views. But, well, I guess we'll see. But the thing is, that account I've not even been using for 10 years and it's doing better than yours is that you use every day. Do you want to know why? I made a grand total, I think, 2, maybe 3 call out videos on that account, calling out my stalker, who actually stalked me for 6 years. You complain every time someone makes a comment on your account that you don't like. And that's why you have no viewer retention. Also, by the time I'd finished with that account, I was making stop motion animations in Gary's mod that were really well liked. Some of them had quite a decent view count, and a lot of them had comments that said these are really fucking good. And these weren't people who owed me anything, but I made some content that I was legitimately proud of in the end because it took me a lot of time and I put a lot of heart and care into it. It wasn't perfect, I was new to the craft, but the stop motion that I made back then, I really enjoyed making it and I got some decent views for it. You don't get decent views because the vast majority of your videos are just you complaining about shit. Look, fucking you complaining, even the stuff that's not you complaining about people, is just you complaining about video games you don't like. Not criticising them, but fucking throwing a bitch fit because the game isn't what you wanted it to be. And the rest of it, and the longer you've made content, the more you just complain about other people and complain about things. When you started off, you were making positive animation things, positive things about your books and your comics. And now it's just you crying about idiots on social media and fucking throwing bitch fits because games consoles and fucking video games aren't what you want them to be. I know that I can't talk too much about that because a lot of my content is complaining about video games, but I've made positive reviews on video games. You've never done that. And when I make a negative review, I try to be a bit more objective than just sitting in my room and making people look at my fucking ugly face whilst complaining about every little fucking thing about a video game like anybody, like anything I say really fucking matters. You've made videos the same way since 2009, and it shows because you make the same fucking vlog style that was outdated by that point, and all you do is just say things and expect everyone to swallow it because you think, well, I said it, so it's true. It's not. And that's why you've got 500 subs after being on this platform for what? 12 years? What was it? 13 years you've been on this platform. And yet, nobody fucking likes your content. Nobody views your content. Because it's all whining.
I want more subscribers than that. I want millions or...
And that's why you fail. Because you want subscribers. You don't want to make good content. You don't want to entertain people. You want subscribers. If a genie came to you and said, I will give you the millions that you want of subscribers, but your content will be also generated garbage that will not make sense to you at all, but somehow people will subscribe because of it, you'd accept that. And then take credit for it and insist that you're a genius. You just want people to stroke your ego. And that goes all the way back to your comic book.
Or billions or trillions.
Dustin, you keep insisting you don't need to go back to school. Let me explain something. There are not trillions of people on this planet. Subscribers need to be people. Because if they are bots, the website will be like Clapper, where subscribers don't mean anything because they're all robots, so what's the point? The thing is, you will never get trillions of subscribers. Do you know why? Because there are 7 billion people on the planet. Even if every single person on the planet had a YouTube channel, and every single one of those people subbed you, and every single one of them had an alt, and then made another alt sub to you, you would not have trillions of subscribers. You fucking idiot.
I want my YouTube channel to be a bigger channel.
Put the effort in. Although, to be honest, Dustin, I don't think you want your channel to be a bigger channel. And I'll tell you why. PewDiePie said a racial slur one time. And nobody will ever leave him alone about it. It gets brought up still to this day. People criticised him for it, and everyone complained when bad things happened on YouTube after it happened, whether it was his fault or not. Even I did, because I had a head cold and for some reason woke up thinking literally everything on the planet was PewDiePie's fault. Don't know why that happened. It was just this years ago. I had the worst head cold I've ever had in my life. It was like being drunk, and for some reason I woke up thinking that PewDiePie was responsible for literally every fucking thing on the planet. And I had to have a friend literally call me down and be like, dude, you are talking fucking nonsense. And then I woke up hours afterwards and then saw the notifications. I was like, what the fuck have I written? That's scary. That must be what it's like for you and Lance and all those people. Now, Dustin, can I point out the obvious? J.K. Rowling made transphobic tweets, and she continues to double down making those transphobic tweets. And nobody likes her anymore. People are trying to take Harry Potter away from her. And everything she's ever done and everything she will do will forever be criticised, not because of whether it's good or bad, but because of her opinions. Is that right? In my opinion, not really. Is that just the reality of things? Yes. If you had these millions of subscribers that you so desperately want, you wouldn't last a week. In fact, you'd probably end up going the way of someone like the irate gamer because you were lazy and have shitty opinions. You have not changed your content in whatever it is, 13 years. I keep forgetting. And that is why you have never gotten over 500 subs and why you've never gotten over 2,000 views in 13 years. You're 30, Dustin. If you are not millions of subs now, when are you going to be? You see, the difference between you and I is that I never insisted that I wanted millions of subs. I have to admit, at the very start, like 2015, 2016, I did consider the possibility that maybe I could, if I played my cards right, be a partner and have like a decent sized channel. I didn't want millions, but I thought, oh, I could have 10,000 subs and be and I couldn't. I quickly learned that I simply couldn't. And you know what? Admittedly, that's fine by me. My target, ideally, in the perfect world, would be something like 1,000. Where I could have a decent sized community and I could have people I could, co-op with and have a bit of banter with, and I could have a community that pop into live streams and whatever else, a bit like Cast War Fox. And that would be what I'd be happy with. I don't need millions, because quite honestly that is too much pressure for me. I had 10,000 views one day and I honest to God just panicked because I was like, every response I say is going to be criticised by thousands of people. Jesus Christ, I'm not ready for that. And if that's me, a guy who's actually careful, what are you going to be with fucking millions of subs? If you think you're getting too much negative attention now, Dustin, wait until you're famous.
So, anyways, please support me.
Why? What's it going to achieve? You're going to find out who's making jokes about you on the internet. Then you're going to throw a bitch fit. You're never going to get more than a couple of hundred views. I mean, the most viewed video you've ever had was what? Hold on a sec. Yeah. Not even a quarter of my most viewed video. On my backup account, I've had 100,000 views. But the thing is, like, nobody wants to watch this shit. Nobody wants to watch some potato-looking motherfucker sat in front, too close to his camera, complaining that there are too many gay people in DuckTales for him to enjoy it, right? I don't know if that's what you complain. I don't care. You've never made a video that's more than 5 minutes, except when you did, but that's not the point. You've never made a video that's more than 5 minutes with 5 minutes worth of fucking content in that's worth a fuck, and instead, all you do is just fucking sit, bitch and moan and say these are facts when they're actually just your opinions. And that's fine. If you want to have an opinion, nobody's stopping you from having an opinion. But your channel is a very personalised vlog channel that isn't impressive. Your content is not partnership material. Not only is it too low quality, not only does it have too little engagement, but also you are too toxic of a person to have a brand attached to. And I don't just mean because you're a gay bashing arsehole. I mean because you cannot handle criticism in any meaningful way.
And please support the hashtag I support Dustin Nunn.
You heard it, people. Hashtag I support Dustin Nunn. I'm sure this is really going to help.
And to my haters out there, go fuck yourselves. You're not worth my time.
You're not worth my time. That's why I'm making a fucking social media movement to criticize you. Wah. Fuck off.
I don't care if you're a Destructor. I don't care if you're Damien.
You clearly do, because you list those people in every fucking video you make. I'm surprised your 2K22 video didn't end with you blaming Damien Skyfire for all the bullshit that the fucking game has in it. Because yeah, 2K22 does have some features missing, which I think is bullshit.
And I don't care if you're Prince II. I don't care if you're Samantha Riley or whoever.
I don't care who you are. If you say something negative about me, you're all the same. You're all bad people. Where.
I'm not wasting my time with you.
Except you are.
So anyway, and I'm also sick and tired of people making videos about my diploma saying that it's fake, which it isn't.
Given that you think there are trillions of people on the planet, I'm assuming that your diploma is actually fake, Dustin. Because there are small children that know there are not trillions of people on the planet.
It's real. And you do not get diplomas from stores and
Dustin, why do you keep arguing this point? Nobody fucking cares. It was a joke.
general. You get them from your schools and you get your degrees from your colleges.
Got it, you bought your diploma from a school because the school felt bad for you. I understand. Move on.
I have been to my local retailers many times before, and there are no diplomas there.
What, did you go there looking to buy one and then just came away empty-handed, disappointed?
People who say that school diplomas are from stores are idiots.
Well, that's not true, because you and Mitch are idiots and you don't say that, so you know.
Because they don't know what they're talking about. And
you do?
And I do not need to go back to school.
Bitch, you just said that you have a chance of getting trillions of subscribers on YouTube, which not only is completely devoid of any relationship with reality as a sentence, because quite honestly, no, you do not, because your content is piss poor, but that is mathematically impossible. There are not trillions of accounts to subscribe to you on this platform, and if there were, they would all be bots and would be meaningless. And you fucking said that. You're an idiot.
I don't need to go back and relearn things, okay?
Clearly you fucking do. You know what, Dustin, why don't you go back to school? And I don't mean go back to elementary school and learn how to not eat paste. I mean, why not do an art class? Why not do a media studies course so you could learn how to be a better YouTuber? You could go and open university and basically study to be like I don't know, like I Hate Everything and those kinds of people. They had that kind of training and they have a good channel because of it. It's just a suggestion.
I graduated from high school back in 2008.
Graduated loosely. Jesus Christ, Dustin, I was like 13 at that point in my life, and I feel like I've done more than you ever have.
I never went to college. I'm happy just the way I am.
You don't seem like a man who's happy. You seem like a man who's pissed his life away and is very resentful of it.
I live with my mom and dad. I'm in my 30s.
You say that like that's not... I mean, I'm not going to shame people who live with their parents. Even if you want to live with your parents your whole life, fine, whatever. Some people used to do that. Hell, in the days of farms, people just did that. It was normal. But the thing is, Dustin, there is a fucking difference between living with your parents and sponging off of your parents. I lived with my parents until I was around 25. Admittedly, that was a year longer than I wanted because I wanted to move out, but COVID happened and moving out basically became impossible overnight. Here's the thing, I lived with my parents until I was about 25, right? But the thing is, Dustin, between the age of 16 and 20, I was in some form of education, and between the age of 20 and 25, I was in employment. I was getting a wage and contributing towards whatever they wanted me to contribute towards financially. I was not sitting at home all day starting arguments with people on the internet whilst everybody else worked around me. I'm doing that now, but But admittedly, that's because I'm still trying to get a job. I have actually sat an interview last week, and I've got several things come up, which could happen. I don't know. We'll see. I could potentially be making toys for autistic children, so that'd be good, Dustin. I could make a toy for you. Maybe a doll that tells you not to be an arsehole. How about that? You pull a little string, it says, "Don't be an asshole, Dustin." I could make it look like Damien. Yes, a little Damien doll that you can pull the string and it's just like, "You stupid cunt." Dustin, get your head out your ass, you fucking... I've got an accent, but I haven't got the Damien accent, so like that's the closest I can do. But like that thought sounds great. I'm gonna have to hit Damien up and be like, "Yo, how would you like to voice a toy?" Maybe I could have it go off whenever you say a keyword like haters. Damien's just in the corner telling you you're a fucking prick. That'd be great.
I love my mom and dad. I support my mom and dad. They
Aww.
love and support me.
Aww. Yeah, I did see the news thing, and that was pretty cute how they backed you when you were making your comic book thing.
My mom, dad, and I take care of each other.
Aww.
And I will take care of my mom and dad to the day I die.
It's a bit pessimistic of you, assuming that they're going to outlive you. I mean... Okay, so that's Dustin's dad, right? And, you know, that is from the news thing, so I'm not face doxing his dad. This is literally on Dustin's channel, anyone can find it. But that's Dustin's dad. That was Dustin's dad 12 years ago. And then... I'm like, okay, so that was him... I don't know how old he was then. Let's say in his 50s or 60s. He's probably as old as my dad, probably even older. In their 70s at this point, and he doesn't exactly look like a spring chicken. He's not one of these people who's 70 but looks like they're 50. He's one of these people who's fucking 70 and probably looks like he's 80. And Dustin's like, "I'm gonna take care of him until the day I die." Well, Dustin, I hate to say it, but unless you're terminally ill and are gonna die within the next 10 years, likelihood is you're likely to outlive your dad, as is the natural order of things. And I don't mean that in a callous way, as callous as it probably sounds. I mean it in the sense that if your plan revolves around your parents, you are gonna find yourself without anything. Because you are going to outlive them. Unless you, like, die in a car accident or something, like, in a few years. But that's not a good thing, you know? That's not, like... The fact that you say that shows to the world that you just don't have a fucking clue. Your entire life revolves around your parents allowing you to sponge off of them. That is not a plan.
My heart goes out to those who live with their families too, who are struggling with being cyberbullied on the internet.
People do not get cyberbullied on the internet because they live with their families. I mean, I don't know exactly, he's never specifically said, but from what sounds like it, Gage lives with family members, because his aunt's dog appears in is in the background, and his aunt and a few other people. So I don't know if he goes to stay with them or what, but from what it sounds like, he spends a lot of time living with his family members. You know, there are a lot of people who I know who are older than me, who are older than you, who still live with their parents. Nobody gives them shit. Because they do not spend their entire lives whinging on the internet and bashing entire demographics of people. That's why people have a problem with you, Dustin. Because all you ever do is fucking bitch, complain and resent people who are doing better than you because because you have an excuse to call out those specific people. You say hateful things and then constantly try to find an excuse as to why people don't like you for it. Even people who agree with your opinions are going to say that your opinions are fucking stupid. Because the way you actually put them forward is pathetic. If you had a massive house and 8 wives and 20 beautiful children, I would still have a problem with you. You get that, right? Nobody has a problem with you because you live with your parents or play video games, instead of actually having a real job. People have that's why they say that stuff, because it's honestly an easy thing to target whenever they want to annoy you or point out how you don't really have much right to call people inferior when that's how you live. But the thing is, that's not why people dislike you. I know a lot of people in that position who nobody cares about. They're not under anybody's radar. Sorry, they're not on anybody's radar. You are, because you're a dick.
Saying nasty things, putting up with bullies who say nasty things about them and their families.
Yeah, those people don't really exist. It's just you and Mitch and a bunch of paedophile supporters who all have that problem. And I'm not saying you and Mitch are paedophile supporters, though you do hang around with them.
They're not true, and so,
Dustin, here's an idea. Write a fucking script. Not even a script. Just jot down what points you want to make, and then make them as quick as you can, because you constantly fill your videos with dead air and then wonder why nobody watches them. Yeah, give your nose an itch. Quality entertainment. This is millions of subs worth of stuff right here.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So
No, it's not. You're gonna come back with some more stupid bullshit, but whatever.
support the hashtag I support Dustin Nunn.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright then. So, see if he's made anything else since. No. Right. Here's the thing. Dustin, you're an idiot. And everything you say and do just perpetuates your situation. If you want to stop people from getting annoyed, stop being a stupid pillock. It's that easy.